Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is going to be featuring state, and I'm talking about your mental, your emotional, your physical states, and how it impacts every area of your life. I'm going to be showing you things I do, and by the end of the week, I'm going to hope that you leave this video knowing more about state and things you can apply to upgrade your quality of life and to upgrade your results in your own experience. Keep watching to find out how. Good morning, motherfuckers. I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. I can see the sun be shining right now, which means nothing actually. It just looks nice outside because I spend most of my time inside working on projects that I actually give a shit about because I have no interest in partying or going outside really. However, I do like to go outside a little bit right now. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna work on content catch up, talk to you more about that in a second, and we're also going to be working on the website. Button up. It's actually off. Who gives a fuck? It's already falling. Fuck yeah. Mark my words. Someday I'm probably going to have to crack this fucking hairline. And I'm done with that. I'm alright with it. Also need to shave right now. Fuck it, we're leaving the mustache. Because, sure.
I do not like your face. Get rid of it now. You look disgusting.
It is so nice. That's a perfect breeze right there. Alright, cool. There's my outside. Check. Hello. Good morning. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why did I jump from 004 to 022 for my weekly vlog series, The Process? After some intuition, some idea brainstorming sessions, some muscle testing, and some just straight up logic, I have decided with some help that I am going to seesaw. What does that mean? I'm going to be going back and forth in an effort to catch up. It just means that nothing is going to make sense, so pay the fuck attention to the recorded date. That is what's going to tell the linear order, if you will. My channel is about to be so fucked up on a what do you call it? A chronological order, if you will, level. Like, it's just gonna be destroyed. So if you're attached to that idea, highly recommend you detach, because my channel is going to irk your brain in such a bad way. So I'll post 004, which is what I just did, and then I'll post this week, which is 022, and then I will go back and I'll get 005, and then, which is the excision vlog, and then I'll do 23, and then I'll do 6, 24, 7, 25, etc. It might be like 23, 24, and then 7, and then 25, 26, and then 8. Eventually, this day will happen though, where it comes full circle and that gap will be filled. It might just be like less focused on complete week, if you will, and it might be more focused on highlights. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm rejuvenated. I was feeling so discouraged about a week ago, but this plan has got me fired the fuck up. Holy fuck, I like to ramble sometimes. Jesus Christ. I want to get better at that. I really do. I thought I've gotten better. Turns out maybe not. Anyways. There's part of me that's like, yo, should I improve my communication style? Yes. But at the same time, it's just what's authentic to me right now. So it's cool to just capture that, and then eventually I will be so much fucking better at communication that I'll look back at that and be like, that was questionable. So that's exciting that I will get there. And it's a constant game of putting in reps and practicing so that I can become world-class in communication, which is paramount to me eventually, because man, communication is the fucking game, period. Without communication, you can't do anything. You need to communicate your ideas, your mission, your vision. You need to be able to sell. And I'm not talking about like hard sales, but just like convincing people, persuasion, all this type of shit. It's important. Hey, thoughts?
Thoughts on what? His face.
Oh my god, I fucking hate it.
You look like a pedophile, man.
Thank you so much. It looks so good though.
You look horrible.
Like you actually look
Confidence.
I wouldn't want you as a friend.
Wow, okay, that's aggressive.
Okay, now I don't want you as a son.
Oh, wow, okay. Perfect. Perfect, guys. Perfect.
Such unconditional love.
Oh, it's great. And now we work. Very exciting. What the fuck is even happening, man? Holy fuck. I don't even know. This shit is confusing as fuck to me, man. I still have just no idea what I'm doing with WordPress, but I'm trying. We're getting there. It's so confusing to start, but it will get easier. We'll get easier. Okay, here's the outcome of that session as I try to put it in maintenance mode, if you will. Here's what it looks like. Cool, very clean, good shit. Liking. Now time for some pancakes. A very unpopular opinion right now. David Icke is a fucking gem, and I so align with most of what he says. Holy fuck. I'm actually like shook right now listening to this interview. It's David Icke with Brian Rose, and holy fuck. Just insane. Basically everything that people think is obvious, I just start to question. So these interviews are very enriching to me because I just don't believe what the masses believe about most things. And yeah, it concerns me, some of the things that are being said, to the point that I literally just made a fucking backup account on BitChute because it's apparently going to be like an uncensored YouTube, in the case that like apparently Dropbox just deleted all of London Real's accounts and files and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh my god, if that ever happened to me with Notion or Google Drive or whatever, that would just like, that would destroy me. So it's now time to use BitChute on the backup. Let's see how this goes. Man, this so reminds me of OG YouTube. Holy fuck. It's incredible. This is bitchute.com, by the way, if you're interested in something like this as a backup. If you're talking about controversial things, which I feel like I could eventually, so this is why I'm setting this up now, just in case. That quick nap just felt amazing. Live for that shit. Gotta prioritize the resets, or else I'll be fucking flying all day. Just needs to happen. And now I have a million things to do with files. Yes, literally just files and just a ton of moving things, categorizing things, backing things up, etc. So, fun shit. In times like this, I like to throw something on in the background. Sometimes it's a movie, sometimes it's an audiobook, sometimes it's a podcast or something. I think I'm gonna listen to some lo-fi because I think there's this conception that I just like listen to heavy music only. And that's just not facts. Like more than almost half the time right now, I'm literally listening to calm music. It's how I keep myself a little bit sane right now. So something simple as this in Spotify. Jesus, that's nice. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I like to populate my ears with a lot right now. It just calms me and balances all the heavy music that I like to consume. Hashtag rhythm. Also drinking more tea. Tea is nice. Addicted to coffee, as you guys probably know, but not in the way it used to be. Very low amounts, low doses of the caffeine drug these days. Try to resist this temptation of drinking like a fucking pot of coffee, if you will. It's just better like this. End of the day now, going to bed about just past 12 a.m. and my health feels like very strange right now. I don't really know what happened, but like something feels off in terms of health right now. So time to sleep it off. Goodbye.
Try and see yourself, see every aspect of your being the way the source of all creation sees you, as sinless, eternal, perfect, whole, complete, at one in consciousness and in mind and in body with the source of all creation.
All right, that was a session from Dawn Material Source Energy Medicine's founder, actually, Steven, and that was really cool. That was a session on guilt, shaming, forgiveness, and other shit like that I'm forgetting right now. Anyways, it's just in the general area of like self-judgment, being too hard on yourself, that type of stuff. So, and I think that's very timely for me because it's something I'm forever working on. It's just absolutely a priority for me right now, because when you are in those types of states where you're judging yourself, you are lowering your energy levels. You are resistant to allowing what you need to allow to come in your life from a blessing perspective and a gift perspective, if you will. So that is, and other types of stuff, in all areas really. It's just judgment is just a killer. So trying to work on that. And as for my health is feeling so much fucking better right now that I slept for fucking 11 hours because I just needed it. And fuck, health is everything, man. Same, yeah. Important two topics right there: health and loving of self, if you will. On health, by the way, I want to upgrade my quality of food in terms of like being healthier with food right now. I'm just nervous because I don't really have a ton of money left before I run out, and I don't know if I want to spend it on like super healthy food or not, because I kind of just would rather spend it on business tools. But it's tough because if I don't have the energy and I make myself feel like shit, it's gonna be harder to progress inside business as well. So it's like, which one? And maybe the answer is just both. We'll see. I'll figure it out.
You showed your, like a zoom in of the pills, and then you pop one, but you actually didn't show what they were. Like, I know you talked about it in another episode.
All the time.
I know, but not all the time. It's not all the time. But
Okay, sorry. In the next like fucking 12 vlogs, I swear to God, I talk about it once a week.
But if you show something like that out of context, it's like, what the fuck is he popping?
Okay.
I'm just saying, stuff like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I will never be able to fully contextualize anything.
True.
So you've just got, like, if you were in my situation right now, you just have to learn to detach from being understood, because if you spend your time explaining every little thing, you will have 4-hour vlog every week. I can't. It's impossible.
Okay.
But definitely good points. Alright, so you just watched me do some typing, and like, because I'm now just airing this vlog now, you guys have not seen in the past almost 2 months I've been practicing going from 1-finger typing on each hand to 5-finger typing on each hand. And one of my favorite parts of my day right now, I listen to some lo-fi, chill out for a second, and then just like drill the patterns and the movements and focus on my mistakes and areas that I have to improve on still, and try to strengthen those up so they're not slowing down my typing speed. And I love it, man. I love it so much. And it feels good because I've laid a good foundation over the past couple months of getting to ridiculously high speeds. So I'm grateful for that. tea is nice. Cool. Fuck yeah. Gearing up for a very productive next 120 pills. It's just a brain supplement, by the way, and holy fuck, it's worked so fucking well for me in the past. I'm very grateful for it. I also just took one, so let's have the next 3 hours of productivity before I need to sleep. Pretty actually decently productive past 3 hours. Technically all could be summed up around like cleaning digitally and physically, and also working on WordPress. Update though on the WordPress website. I'll show you what I'm looking for fonts right now. I need to select some sort of like global style, if you will, for how I want all the typography to look. And here's what I'm leaning towards. And actually this is from last summer. This is what I used to be obsessed with within my reflections. I had a sans serif for the header, and then in the body, I had a serif. Personally, I think this looks fucking clean as hell. And by the way, I did not steal this from James Clear. I was just looking at his website and I saw he does the fucking same thing. I'm also seeing it on other websites that like, but it's less about that and more just about like something that I've been like, I tested out in when I was learning a little bit of typography back in the day, and back in the day meaning like a year or so ago. And I just found it very fucking fascinating. I like used it in a huge fucking document this one time, and then forever since then I've just been hooked on the idea. But I haven't been using it much because I can't really customize that shit in Notion. However, here's what it could look like. I might use Roboto as the heading, and then use what was this? What is this? Oh yeah, Merriweather. Okay, cool. This is Chrome Developer Tools, by the way. Just some coding type of shit. Yee, I always like to take a look at actually what's going on behind the hood, because I used to do this shit. Anyways, I'm intrigued by this. Also, shout out to Astra for being a good, easy theme to work with. Shout out to Zach for that recommendation. I'm enjoying it so far. But yeah, I might fuck around with this more. We'll see how this all goes. I'm intrigued. I kill me. All right, that's about enough for today. Good day. Let's do it all tomorrow. Even better, hopefully. For context, by the way, I haven't been taking Nerveforce in like in the past few months, barely at all. And like last night and past couple Sundays when I've been reflecting and using it for then, holy shit, it's reminding me how much I actually fucking need this shit in my life. I don't like need it, but it's just holy fuck, it just upgrades everything so much more on a brain power and focus level. I'm just so much more sharp and so much more keen on getting shit done, especially when in fasted state and on a little bit of caffeine. That's my ideal right there. Also, my energy level has to be really high, and right there, it's just like perfection. I'm talking about like energetic, obviously, not just like physical energy. But it is time to work. Let's fucking do this. Also, holy fuck, the focus on this fucking supplement is just bananas. I have so much like intensity right now. It's beautiful. My concentration was just on fucking point. I love it. Forgot to say, by the way, one of the things that I was working on throughout my concentration period, if you will, and continues to go, but what I was working on is this plan to move my content in a bunch of different areas and have very specific backup points and make sure that everything is set up in a way where I just can't be taken down by one area and I'm not too vulnerable. So I was just coming up with strategies to achieve that, how I can get around constant or current hurdles, if you will, and some other cool next steps, if you will. So I'm excited about that. Jesus Christ, this literally just saved my content stream file situation that I'm working with right now, as I'm moving them into a bunch of different accounts to not be a slave to one account, if you will. And this is gonna really help me with a lot of things right now. Basically, I've just run out of space and I can't back up everything in the way I want to. I want to move it all to a hard drive, as well as multiple areas on the web, if you will, that hold things. So in case one area gets shut down, I will have it in 2, 3, 4 other places, so it can stand the test of time. It's important to me. I'm never really doing things for right now. It's always like for a very long term, but if that gets wiped out, then it's kind of all for nothing. So I want to make sure that this all stands the test of time and does it effectively and well. I fucking love making plans and shit like that first thing, because I'm just so clear on what next steps could be, and I just thrive when I'm creating plans first thing. Whereas if I created that later in the day, wouldn't have gone so well. Speaking of which, next task to do is website and content, because I'm dialed the fuck in. So I'm probably gonna edit reflections. Okay, bye. What you're noticing me doing right now is I know that this is cleaning and this is cleaning as well. So I'm gonna try to move them for a better flow. And then Control, Alt, click, then we drag it over, and then everything moves. Perfect.
And a ton of cleaning. Did a lot of reorganization.
See, now that flows so much better.
And a ton of cleaning.
I add a constant gain to make this a little bit smoother in the audio. Otherwise, it would just be like a chop here on the kind of like a build sound that I, for whatever reason, decided to create. Deceased. So tired right now, I can't. Literally, I think I just edited for the past like 3 hours or something like that. Reflections 79 was fucking massive, and I like talk about it in the middle of the thing. I'm like, this is gonna be the biggest one. Yeah, it was huge. I had like 2 hours of footage, cut down to 1 hour 7-ish type of thing. Oh, I can sleep right now. But I'm probably gonna go work out after I do like 5 minutes of doubling, because of my ending got me excited to work on music. Jesus Christ, it's a beautiful day outside. Drinking my midday coffee. It's about 5 p.m. type of thing right now. I don't necessarily recommend and condone drinking coffee as late as 5 p.m., but I know myself enough right now to know that I'll fall asleep at like 1 a.m. regardless, so cheers. Also, quick PSA, if you notice, I still have my I used to hate rhythm shirt on, and I only actually change my shirts when I shower, really. So like, I'm technically wearing yesterday's clothes a little bit. However, I know I'm going to be working out, so I kind of treat my days with clothing a little bit like halfway to halfway. So I'll, right now to the next time I shower, because I'll be working out, so it'll be like that as a gap, if you will, for one day. So if you're ever wondering, why am I wearing yesterday's clothes? Do I re-wear yesterday's clothes? No, that's not how it goes. I'm literally just wearing what I was already wearing and just waiting till I shower next. That's it. Cannot relate with people who say that caffeine doesn't hit them and get them energized. Like, what the fuck? Like, I literally took like 70 milligrams of caffeine right there, and I'm like low-key flying right now. It's beautiful. All working out, just dancing. In between sets, ball, let's go. Are you kidding? I'm actually shook right now. That was like try 6. Goodbye, I'm retiring. It's been real. I am too good at this fucking game. POV, you're my water. Holy fuck. Oh.
I'm melting right now. Jesus Christ.
I almost died. Wow. What a rush. This right here is why I work out. By the way, I didn't actually feel like working out today, but I did it anyways because that is what's required to get results that you're looking for. And in general, I actually just don't feel like working out at all right now. Very disinterested in fitness, but we keep going anyways. It's important. All right, so now this shirt gets swapped out. See you later. And then this gets put on. P.S. I showered in between. Also, P.P.S. I have no pants on right now. And at this point, time to break the fast, as well as stack up on protein. That is fucking nice. Classic protein smoothie for me. We've got strawberries in here, banana, coconut milk, a little bit of mixed berries, a protein scoop, and I'm enjoying that a lot. So yeah, that is actually my first time eating. 7:35 right now, as you can see back there, and yeah, aside from like a little bit of cream and a tiny bit of sugar in my coffee before my workout, that is the first time I've eaten today. And so technically still fasting, but technically also not. I also haven't went on social, man. I just don't feel like going on social media at all right now because it's not moving me forward. It's more just like distracting me from a bunch of things. So yeah, I'm resistant to going on social media, but I'll go on late as fuck tonight because I do miss people, but I like work more than people. It's just facts. Today's segment, if you will, is really just about like focus and mental power, if you will, and like that is a big reason of why I don't go on social media first thing. I never go on before the first 3 hours of my day, and if possible, I'll wait out as long as I fucking can. Like yesterday, I didn't go on at all. Today, I'll go on a tiny bit later, but haven't consumed shit all today. Now, I have gotten a fucking, in this day though, I've had a fucking productive ass day. So, we're thriving right now. We are thriving. Feeling good, thinking good, eating good. Now I'm about to wash good as I enter the 100, which is one of my favorite shows. So I'm gonna go watch that. And then after that, I will just fucking free flow until my night is over. But yeah, hope today came out well. That's literally what I fucking look like. I'm like using my stomach in like type of way. It's great. You're about to watch me watch and experience at the same time week 1 of the Wim Hof method. And I'm gonna go from a little bit anxious to just straight blissed out.
The right chemistry in the body, like dopamine, serotonin, and that's very good in retention of breath, reaching the depth of the nervous system. Take it seriously, enjoy with whatever is happening, because it's opening up your inner power, and we go step by step by step by step. Really, we go to the top. So good luck. It was a nice exercise, the first one.
All right, so what's going on right there? First off, Wim Hof's a fucking beast. He's one of the best breathers in the world, and I need to get better at breathing. So I'm like, okay, let's take the Wim Hof method. I have it on my drive. I have had it for such a long time, this course, and I just have never actually taken the time to do it. So it's time. It is time right now. And holy fuck, that was crazy, man. Like, I've done versions of the Wim Hof method before, but never like 3 in a row like that. And also just, I didn't realize how I could go for so long without breathing after. That really shook me. I was like, Jesus. As you can probably see on the camera, I was mouthing things like breath hoo. Like, you just didn't need oxygen. It was fucking strange. But holy fuck. Man, 2 things here. Number 1, you should really just take breath into consideration because breath is everything. It impacts every area of life, and that's why I'm going to prioritize it right now. Number 2, it is so important to just start with fast action sometimes. Like, when I think about things for too long and I just don't start it, I actually struggle to actually get started on things. So when I force myself into jumping into something, like, right, what just happened right there, like, I was pondering, I'm like, should I go through this? Should I go through another course? Or should I listen to XYZ audiobook? And I was like, I had so many things, and I ended up just consuming the wrong things because I didn't want to make those decisions. So I'll just like consuming something simple and easy, what I'm used to, but I need to expand my comfort zone if I want to grow. So that was massive for me in that I just got started. I just pressed play and immediately jumped into the exercises, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm doing this now. That was literally how the thought process went. So sometimes when you are pushing something off, many times it's just great to just understand the first step and just throw yourself into that without thinking too much and just do, because especially if you work like me, which is like once you get started on something, it's hard to like stop. Yeah, it's, for me, it's just the biggest barrier is definitely just getting started. But once I'm going, I like don't want to break my word that I've already, because I'm already in motion and it already feels like it can be a worthwhile block or task, if you will. So I'll just keep fucking going. And definitely that's the case here, and I'm so glad I'm finally taking the time to do this. Will I commit to the next 10 weeks? I have no fucking clue, but I'm definitely gonna take it bit by bit. Wim Hof's a fucking G. I have a million things I need to study right now, but breath is definitely important as well, because I can't show up properly to my other projects if I don't start with breath first. Things like, it actually impacts things like energy work. It impacts how I show up for business. It impacts, because when I'm in a certain state, I'm able to allow differently. I'm able to work at higher rates, all that type of shit, man. It's just a different level. It's just a different level of being. So I'm grateful for that. And if I didn't say this, I want to learn from him because he's the king of breathing. And for me, I want to learn specifically from the king of breathing because I want to become a king in my own right of breathing for whatever that manifests in my reality as, because it's just important as fuck. But I wouldn't learn breathing from some random fucking person. I would choose to learn it from the best because I want the best results, if you will. Who do you listen to? Very important. Always listen to as close as to the source as possible of people who have what you want and have been where you are. But ultimately, listen to yourself, aka gut, aka source, aka intuition, aka all the good things. Also, loving working out outside, feels fucking great, getting things done, also just enjoying fresh oxygen. I'm glad I also got to do this with fresh oxygen instead of like AC oxygen, if you will. So, feels good. Holy fuck, I am just vibing right now. Breath feels so nice. Alright, just going through some old drives real quick. What is that Moxey guy alone? Oh my god. I fucking remember this. Oh my god. Holy shit. Could I have longer fucking cinematics?
Did you find anything on the red button?
Oh boy, did I find some. I found some stuff. Oh my god.
Happy day?
Dubstep.
Oh my god!
Deceased. Absolutely deceased. This is literally 2010 content right here. Holy fuck. Oh, fucking Red Bull too. Beautiful. I love how it's literally a private match. Crazy Moxey, baby. Oh my god. What else can I find? Oh my god. This is insane. This is fucking mental. Holy fucking shit, mom. This was an absolute gold mine. Thank you so much. You just like unlocked so much of my past. It's stupid.
Enemy care package incoming.
Oh god. This is literally raw footage from when I used to play.
Oh wow.
Wait. What was my gamer tag at the time? Moxey HD! Fuck yes. I totally forgot about this. My clan tag is literally sub. As in subscribe. I'm dead. This is amazing. I was so not good at gaming. I was good at the editing part, not really the playing part. I mean, I did have some skill, but just not that much. What was that? What? There's an enemy behind. Look at this. I'm like looking at the UAV and clearly there's something about to go down. Okay. Look at the UAV real quick. There's someone coming behind me. I'm paying full attention here. Boom, boom. Okay, that guy died and then I just like the awareness was just not there. Oh, this is so bad. Jesus Christ, I'm uploading all these to Google Photos. Fuck it. That's hilarious. So good. I fucking love footage like this. I also just wish I had all my Xbox footage from back in the day, but so much of it is deleted, which makes me sad. And I'm talking about end products as well. Like, I want all my old videos. Makes me sad. Tyler, why the fuck did you have to abuse my accounts? I miss those. Long story short, they got not copyrighted. They got taken down from because I gave my buddy my logins for whatever reason. He used it as a community or a bot, if you will, to comment, and then everything got taken down. And now I cry, and I just like wish I could access all of it, even though it probably wasn't that good. But it was part of my foundation, and I miss that shit. Thankfully, I still have a bunch of gold though, so I'm grateful for that. It was just mostly later stuff, and I wish I had the earlier stuff too, which showed signs, if you will, of improving. Just looking at music real quick. Okay, what is Bloody? Bloody Beetroots? Warp 1.9. Has to be. Come on. Oh yeah. Whoop. Okay, literally I can't play anymore because I don't want to get copyrighted. Who's that chick? Yes, I use this in an edit. Cinderella Man definitely got used for an edit. Foreign Beggars, good shit. Bar 9! I listened to Bar 9 back in the day. Fucking, I'm here for Bar 9 now. Fuck yeah, dubstep. I sometimes forget that I had a brief stint in dubstep, and then I quickly hated it after that. Pendulum, fuck yeah. Shake that thing. Why? Okay, and then Benny Benassi, Satisfaction, 1000%. Ooh, Sunlight, Mode Step, baby. Yes. Oh, yes. I love that shit so much. Didn't I set it to that as well? Good fucking shit. Let's look at the timelines of this. It'll be a decade soon since I began my Xbox journey. Amazing. I am so happy I opened up this drive, Jesus. It's also cool that my memory still remembers most of this. Like, it's just like, that clip even I just saw, it's just triggered, like, memories. Wow. Very cool. One thing I'm also noticing is a big difference between me then versus now is that now I'm much more thoughtful in nature, and I kind of just like back in the day would just keep throwing my head against the wall and I just did whatever type of thing. And like, I'm just watching even my gameplay, like I did not consciously take time to develop my gameplay and my skills in terms of gaming. I eventually kind of did that with editing, but it was less conscious in nature. But now, if there's something that's like absolutely killing me and weighing me down. Like in that case, it would have been that I just wasn't as strong in my gaming sense as I was with video editing. I would now consciously take time to learn about how I can get better, and hopefully ideally make time to practice and get better and implement what I've been learning as well as like come up with creative solutions that aren't so traditional, if that makes sense. I think that's a big part of where I thrive, is like I will think things in such a way where it's just like unconventional in nature, where someone hasn't probably done it or very few people have done it, which allows me a very unique opportunity through looking at things and doing things in a way where people have not done them before, or very small percentage have done them in that way. And usually it's probably the most effective way, or the most effective way for how I'm wired, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that well, but I hope I did. Hola. Couple hours later now, and I thought it was just funny how like I'm currently working on the backup as we speak right now, and I'm just like laughing at how this YouTube thing came about today with my past gaming days and how videos were lost and stuff like that. And that's actually a huge driving force of why I document so much, because I saw it firsthand and experienced it firsthand, how much it sucks when you lose your art and you lose your creations and you lose part of your history that you like to keep looking at and keep experiencing. So that is what's a driving force for me as we speak, because I don't want to lose out on these messages, these I guess works of art, if you want to call them that. They are technically. So yeah, I don't want to lose out on my art. I don't want to lose out on the wax that I'm throwing down, if you will, the messages I want to etch in stone and stand the test of time. I don't want to lose this shit. I want this shit to go on for a long fucking time, as long as humanly possible, and I don't want to be vulnerable to any one situation, any one platform, any one potential folder error. I don't want to be a slave to situations that I can't control, and I want to do as much as possible within my control to make sure this shit lasts. So it's very like fear-based in terms of I don't want to fucking lose it, and also faith-based in terms of I want it to fucking stay. So when the two operate together, that's when I think the magic happens. As if this day could not get any more YouTube and Xbox and gaming based, I'm like flipping through uSAYbFLOW's story, and I pop up with this one right here.
Do I play COD? No, I used to, like Modern Warfare 2 days, but not anymore.
And I replied to it thinking that he was gonna be like, yo, I didn't like the type of person you were on Xbox back in the day and everything, in the sense that like trickshotters were just widely hated, okay? Turns out this motherfucker was also a trickshotter. I basically know no one in dubstep that's like this except VPot and Ron. So I'm just shook right now. This is amazing. What a like way to cap off the rest of the day. Man was telling me he was in fucking TGN and text. I'm like, I fucking remember these clans. And he was like shook that I was one of the first players in SOAR, and he was also like impressed about the era a bit and stuff like that, and like, holy fuck, just insane. And we're gonna nerd out about this on the podcast 1000%. This has to come up because it's just no one knows except for those who were actually there in those type of days. Yeah. Anyways, that was crazy. And just like some of the screenshots or something like that I'll decide to show up right there. I'm just shook right now. He's also shook. God, I cannot wait to fucking record this podcast with him. Oh my God. Ugh. Mission for the day. Let source flow through me. No point in trying to ego it out, to try to mind it out, if you will. Just let source run the day. And I find those are the best days. Now, I know that sounds like very out there type of thing, but it's very fucking practical actually. It can be literally as simple as just asking like, whatever you believe to be like source, consciousness, God, even though I don't like that word, the universe, whatever, and just ask like, how can I be of service today? What are my next steps? Guide me, use me as your instrument for good, use me as your vessel to do what you need to do. Let me serve your mission. So even though I'm not a physical body, I am consciousness, having a physical experience, a soul inhabiting a physical body for this lifetime type of thing. I am still imagining my body, if you will, being filled up by like source energy, white light, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then I'm letting my almost like inspiration slash intuition, if you will, take over. And it's like I kind of just know, and with practice you can also develop this, which is like you just kind of know what the next steps are, what your right move is, if you will, in terms of allowing source, if you will. In addition to this, I'm practicing a state of like allowance, if you will, so that includes breathing, that includes water, specifically energy charged water, if you can do that, which is available through source energy medicine, stuff like that. Coffee, kind of, but like not really. This is more just for my enjoyment, and then ideally just reminding myself of these types of mantras or thought patterns, if you will, that put me into that higher level state. Also, of course, energy work, and yeah, all types of stuff like this. But that's what's up right now. That is what's up for today. Yeah, this is what it looks like sometimes, just letting source run through me. It was clear to me that an energy work session, which I did not show on camera, needed to be done. So I did that, and then I also worked on a specific challenge that I was dealing with, and then now it's time to surrender even more, if you will, so I can fix that challenge, because I can't see it from my level of consciousness right now. So I need to go higher so I can see the solution clear as day. It's practical stuff, man. It's little things like this, man. Changing it all from should to could, and ultimately asking myself a lot of times, how would source view this situation? How would source be thinking about this? How would source be observing this? And usually it ends up with like some sort of like love, some sort of like peaceful way of approaching it, rather than hitting my head against the wall or whatever alternative my ego would like to come up with and convince myself is a good way. Sometimes it looks like this. Currently, I am designing some sort of system that allows me to keep things within a team, but also private to get stuff done, because I don't want everything shown to the team. And when I talk about team, I'm talking about what I'm building long term, because I'm going to need a team, and how do I set this up accordingly. Now, I was struggling with this a little bit, and by the way, throughout all this, it's not going to be fucking easy. It hasn't been easy for me today to fully let source come through me, if you will, but it's a practice, and it gets easier as time goes on. It's a muscle, if you will. So with this though, I found myself like, okay, like I just didn't know what was next, if you will, and I'm like, okay, we can surrender a little bit and just like do what we can and try to detach from this all. And I just ended up doing a little bit of Googling, and then I ended up with this page that is like making everything so much fucking better for me, which is customer stories on Notion. And holy fuck, there is so many amazing gold in situations here. Golden situations, of course, meaning ways people are using Notion, big companies, smaller companies, all that type of shit. Individual people as well, and like, I didn't know this existed until now. I literally just happened upon it completely. For me, one of the best ways I learn is literally just looking at what people are doing. I could look at this stuff for eternity. Like, I do actually find myself looking at it quite frequently right now. Usually through YouTube. I didn't know this resource existed until now, but holy hell, like, this looks like it will give me the answers I'm looking for on how to divide personal versus shared, if you will. And it's something I'll continue to experiment with as time goes on. This is not a one-stop, like, I find it and then it's done. My systems with Notion are ever evolving, and I just want to make them even better as time goes on. Another way it's showing up today is I've started an audiobook by Dr. Sue Morter, and it's called The Energy Codes, and it's available on Audible, and I'm really liking it so far. It's really speaking to me. I've almost listened to an hour today, and yeah, it's just been something I've been putting off, but in my quest to get even more connected with Source right now, that book definitely has to be consumed and properly internalized. Also, speaking of getting closer to Source and breath and all that stuff, which is very highly related to Dr. Sue Morter's work, it's time to do the breath session. And then after that, I'm gonna go work out. And I'm glad I'm doing this outside, and as you can see, it's actually raining. I don't know if that's apparent right now, but it feels really nice at the same time, having like cold water droplets on my body, contrasted with this very humid, hot weather right now that we're experiencing. And that is a huge fucking B. Currently doing a cold shower as we speak. I alternate back and forth. I do a little bit of hot and then a little bit of cold. It ends up being like 2:30 of hot to 1 minute of cold type of thing. And I'm noticing like cold is not as hard right now to do. I think that's fascinating. It's very related to Wim Hof. I also noticed that my strength was up inside my workouts, and I don't think that's accidental. I'm almost positive that is because I did the breathing exercise ahead of time, and it's cool to see that this shit fucking works. I have such an attachment to the past with things like this, man. Goodbye. It gets easier with every delete. Still don't like it though. Things I'm keeping though. Music. Because dubstep in 2010, that's why. So funny. I just love that I hated it too good. Like, I liked it, but then I really hated it after. It is 2 a.m. right now. Day is over. Since we last talked, I have been editing. I've also been, I forget, honestly. My brain is pretty fried right now. But yeah, I felt like I did good with this whole, like, focusing on allowing Source to flow through me today, and like what that showed up as. I felt like the day was moving very fucking slow in a beautiful way. It felt way more divine. I felt like I could feel more of the energy flow throughout my body, which is amazing as well. In that I could feel like my legs tingling while I was just like walking, which is different than usual, if you will. And yeah, highly recommend you find ways of doing this in your own way, and what works for you, and just experimenting with it, because yeah, we're all just fucking energy at the end of the day, and allowing the right energy to flow through is everything. Also, I am absolutely obsessed with Dr. Sue's book right now. It's just like, just so good. And if it wasn't audible what I said in the shower, it was the energy codes, and it's amazing. Just diving full on into it right now. So full transparency, earlier on today, right before I was working out, my head was like not 100%, and it was because like I was dealing with the internal resistance, if you will, to surrendering, and like that literally can cause a headache if you have the right thoughts, if you will, that can trigger that. So that was what was going on for me for a little bit, but I just surrendered enough, if you will, that just kind of went away, plus the breathing exercises, and plus just working out and all that type of shit, and it was good. But why I say this, it's not always going to be fucking easy, this whole surrendering thing. It is a challenging game, but boy, it is worth it to be done. I feel like I did a good job overall today, though, of just continuously surrendering. The only things that like I really fucked up on would be like the ending of that day when I got just super triggered at COVID motherfuckers, because, well, basically I just think no one knows what they're talking about with COVID, and a lot of the current events in our world right now are just frustrating to me, because I just feel like everyone's missing the fucking point, and it's just annoying. So yeah, that is one of my great gifts in this world right now, which is I need to find ways of evolving to a point where I'm not triggered by what I see about COVID or other things I disagree with heavily. But yeah, that's the beautiful thing as I'm going through Dr. Sue's book, The Energy Codes. It's fucking amazing, and it's going to help me do this 1000%, in addition to, of course, energy work and all the other shit I do. So yeah, what a blessing. I'm obsessed with this book though, holy fuck. I think I listened to like 2+ hours today. So fucking good. So good. Love it. And it's so cool going through this with Dr. Sue, because I trained with Dr. M.T. Morter Jr., the founder of Best, which is amazing to meet him and train with him before he passed. And then, of course, also trained with Dr. Ted and Dr. Tom, who are gangsters in their own right as well. I just love them all. So, but it's also cool because I'm finally training with Sue as well. So yeah, it's fucking amazing. I love that Sue understands quantum, and is fully tapped her work into that, because I felt like that was something that was definitely missing within Best. So yeah, I'm fucking excited for this all, man. Lots of amazing potential. I'm very excited. But literally, I cannot think right now. I'm so fucking tired. Jesus Christ. Boys and girls, we are doing it. No copyright restrictions. Let's fucking go. I had to do some serious clipping to get it like this, so I'm grateful that the editing pays off for this type of shit. And going forward, this is basically how to edit Beauty and the Beast. It has to be like very quick cuts, if you will. And I can't be leaving clips on for too fucking long, or else I'm just gonna get ding 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 with those fucking copyright strikes, which I'm not looking for, because apparently that fucks with you hardcore with your long-term monetization if you choose to go YouTube partner route. Happy birthday, my dude. Going outside for a second, watching some uSAYbFLOW, except not Rhythm. It's actually a house set, and it's fucking great, and it actually might get me addicted to house. That plus some of the things that Tony was showing me for Bass House. So fucking good. Mom's out here as well. Hello, Mom. Hey, Mom. Wave. It's beautiful outside right now. And then I'm just about to throw up that vlog now. Or not the vlog, the reaction video for the Headbangers 12, which I think he's gonna fucking love, which I'm excited for. Video post on social media posted. 0 views. It happens. Yeah, I tried to combine the post with the post going live, if you will, and nothing so far, but that's okay. It's like people are busy with their lives. My life goes on. People will watch it when they want to watch it, and yeah, feels good to get it out there. Progress in the right direction. Cool. Also, I don't think I've eaten anything today except for an ice cream bar and 2 coffees, and we're flying out here. It's actually really nice though. What a vibe pump, that's crazy. Holy fuck. After that, I just feel so lightheaded in the best way possible. It's like basically a meditation. It's so fucking nice. And I love Wim so fucking much. If I kept this in, I decided to actually not do the 10-week and not properly do the course, if you will, but I'm just gonna like jump through things and just try to improve this specific practice, because I'm not really interested in the cold part of it, but I really am loving this like mood booster, if you will, and it's almost like it just jumps my vibration so fucking much. And I feel like it's a faster track to meditation. So if you're looking to get into meditation, I highly recommend you start with breath first and foremost, because if you can do this, it's going to get you a lot of the things you're looking for within meditation. And I might start adding this like midday, because it just is such a nice like check-in, if you will. Ideally in a perfect world I could do this a couple times a day, 1, 2, 3 type of thing, because holy fuck, it just feels great. I love breathing. Thank you. I don't know, just curious.
Closet drinkers.
What? I don't know, maybe. Cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, I looked you in the eyes. Apparently you didn't look me.
Well, it's kind of awkward with the camera. I'm sorry. I'm like, do I look at the camera? Do I look at you?
Did you look at the camera? Fucking cheers.
I don't know what I did.
Oh shit. I forgot how good wine is. Jesus Christ. Very nice.
Bro, I watched it twice already. Man, thank you so much, man. Honestly, I don't know how to repay you, and thank you. Like, I don't know. I could go on and say thank you like all night, but bro, like that just means so much. It brings a smile to my face, especially when your reactions, they're fucking priceless, bro. Honestly, thank you again. It's an absolute honor to have you react, and I cannot wait for this interview. Yeah, man, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you again for the birthday wishes, Josh. You're the best, man. Thank you.
That was so fucking sweet. And this is why I like to do videos, man. Like, I love that shit. So nice. So nice. I am so excited for the interview too, and what a pleasure it was to collaborate with this dude, and so much more coming down the road. Fuck. I just so believe in where he's heading and who he shows up as in this world. So, love that shit. Much love, my friend, and hope you're having a phenomenal birthday. For me, man, it's just beautiful to provide some exposure to people who I believe in, and if I can do that, that's a fucking W in my books. In addition, it's amazing knowing that like people are getting value from this, and that is just ultimately what I care about at the end of the day. Am I bringing value towards someone other than myself? And if I am, that feels fucking amazing to me. Hope I'm friends with this guy for a long fucking time. Good ass human. Good ass human. P.S. I love messages like this because words of affirmation means everything. That plus support right now, those are my big two I'm noticing as we speak. Remember how yesterday I said I was guided to find some documents, if you will? Those documents are good, and this led me to something even better, which is how Notion uses Notion. And like, it's so beautiful. I'm actually the biggest fucking nerd, it's ridiculous. Like, are you kidding me? This is so beautiful. Where was the, oh, this as well, like just so many views, and just like how they have everything aligned by like color with project. Oh, I love Notion. I think I'm actually going to do some tutorials for my anniversary of 1 year on Notion, because I just know too fucking much about Notion right now, and I want to share it because fuck, man, I want to help people get more organized and get more stuff done by dialing into a system that they design for themselves. That fires me the fuck up. Like, just helping people get more results through something they create and something they can customize towards how they work best. It's like so designed for self-awareness, it's not even funny. It's just like a free-form productivity tool, if you will, sandbox type of thing. Oh, I love it so much. When I get my most done, it's because I'm actually following my systems correctly in Notion, and like, I'm obsessed with it. I could sit here and just ramble about it all fucking day because it's that fucking good. But it's time to wrap this day up. So, time for sleep. Good day. Good to get that video out. Powerless W. Fucking good shit on Notion. Lots of good stuff. Good morning, motherfuckers. It is Sunday now, which is one of my favorite days of the week because it is time to reflect. Sunday mornings for me, with very rare exception, are always going to be me in my bed, sitting down and reflecting on my week, trying to gather as much data as possible from the past week so that I can enter the next week even smarter, more strategic, etc. Learning from my experiences, if you will. Quick coffee now, and then we're hitting the road to go to my dad's for Father's Day with my sister and I. Coffee never gets old, I swear to God. I love that shit.
To get this still takes practice.
Hello, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Hi, it's going. Happy birthday. Or happy birthday. Happy Father's Day.
Cheers, happy Father's Day. Cheers. Sorry. What am I doing? Sorry, eyes.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers.
All right, camera can go away now. 5:33 right now. I am buzzing. I've just got a ton of caffeine in me. Haven't eaten anything right now. On beer 3 of Miller Lite. And yeah, good visit so far. Really enjoying. It's also just amazing to see how much I come from my family. Like, just paying attention to like our memories and how they're very similar. Also how like my dad and I do this thing after we drink, but how my grandpa doesn't. All types of stuff, man. It's just fascinating to see things that line up and also things that don't. And this happens to like conscious choice as well as subconscious, depending on like the situation. But I think it's just fascinating how much genetics do impact us, and at the same time, environment will absolutely overpower genetics, in my opinion. Happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day! Love you!
Really just there. The old folks need this. Hi guys, welcome to my unboxing video. I am buzzing right now because I drank too much fucking alcohol, but I have an Amazon package, so let's open her up. That didn't open it. Yes. Muscles, use paid. And what do you know? It is what we ordered earlier in the week. I'm excited. 120. Focus your fucking days. I drank too much. I had 4 tall boys. I am a lightweight, so there's that. Okay guys, that is it from me right now. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. Closing thoughts, I think, would be a summary of this week would definitely be something along the lines of your state, your emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, if you will, all of those types of states are going to impact how you show up in the world, the stuff you get done, your productivity levels, your happiness, all that type of stuff comes from your internal state, first and foremost. And I want to encourage you to prioritize that, because since it is going to affect every area, you've got to put that high on the list of things you're focusing on improving, because it just does impact everything, which impacts everything. All right, that's enough rambling for me now though. And I hope this is coming out awesome. I hope this vlog turned out well. Gonna be my first vlog back in the new type of cycle of flip-flopping back and forth, so I'm looking forward to that. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Like this and engage with this video. Tell me what your favorite part of the video was. I would love to know. And like I just said, prioritize what matters most, which is absolutely your state, because it impacts everything. Do the right thing. Be kind to your fellow humans. Be love, and I will catch you in the next one.